Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Via ISO, and I'm sorry for the long hiatus, but I'm back. And since I'm back, I decided to hop on 2K21 for the first time. I don't have next gen, I'm on current gen right now. I'm still in the process of trying to find a PS5 that I can purchase, but in the meanwhile, I'll be playing current gen. But for that reason, I'm not going to be making a my player. I'm just going to be playing my team as of now, and this is my first time loading up uh, 2K21. As you guys can see, I'm doing all that stuff, and this is just a post-com, so I just went into my team instantly because I did have a general idea of what to do. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my journey through my first week. This is just an intro episode because I have played a little bit of my team. I didn't think to record it all live, but I do got a decent squad. I'll show you guys that at the end of the video. But without further ado, let's get into the journey. Alright guys, so for my starter pack, I picked Shaquille O'Neal because I knew he'd be a cheesy player to use against the AI in modes like Triple Threat Offline. Next, I decided to put in some locker codes like these Emerald player locker codes. And this was mainly just to fill out my collection, so I put in codes for Shaq, MJ, Curry, LeBron, and my favorite player of all time, Kobe Bryant. So eventually I played a couple of Triple Threat Offline games. I got my MT up, and the first player I actually bought was Sean Kemp. And he's a great budget player, and I really like him. So he was he's not the foundational piece for my team, but he was just the center I wanted to buy because I saw a video about how good he was, and I just ended up picking him up. The next guy I got was Jonathan Isaac's Ruby card because he's a really good and versatile defender that can hit a corner three. So I thought that he'd be a great budget option for me, and that he'd be just a good player to have. The next guy I wanted to pick up was Pascal Siakam because I knew he would finish my triple threat lineup, so I could run a guy like Chris Paul, Amethyst, the point guard who I was intent on getting. Sniped Pascal Siakam right there, and I knew he would work well with Jonathan Isaac, so I definitely had to pick him up. Eventually I got a little bit more MT, and then I had enough just to get Chris Paul, so I purchased him, and I knew my triple threat lineup was now complete. So I had my triple threat lineup set, and I went into my first game with Amethyst Chris Paul, Amethyst Pascal Siakam, and Ruby Jonathan Isaac. Alright, so this was my first ever matchup in 2K21 Triple Threat Online, and even though I hadn't played a single online game yet, I was pretty confident in my ability to get stops and my ability to create offense with the speed glitch, so I knew I'd be just okay. Eventually, I had gotten quite a lot of stops on that guy, and he just said he had had enough and he quit, and yeah, that was my first game in Triple Threat Online. Eventually, as time passed, my team began to develop and take shape, and I started trying to buy guys, especially budget guys from the current Series 2, because I knew guys like Klay Thompson and Paul George would be great pickups for me, so obviously I tried to go after them and guys of that sort. Also, I learned the importance of applying badges to a player, so I did apply the bronze range extender badge initially to my Scottie Pippen because I thought that it would be really important for him, and that it would make him a more versatile player than just being a defender and slasher. Eventually, I played a little bit more triple threat, getting pretty easy stops on my opponents, and obviously I was able to score easily in transition off of them and get easy wins off that. So that was able to help me get my MT up because I wanted to get a new point guard. So as I progressed through the triple threat board, I was getting easy wins, and that led to me getting easy MT, and this is where I was able to get a new point guard. And the guy I wanted to get was Ruby Markelle Fultz, but I was having a little bit of trouble getting him due to the fact that he was in such high demand since this was literally the day he came out, and so it was really tough to try and get one, but eventually I got him. So I took Markelle Fultz to Triple Threat Online just to see how good of an offensive player he would be because I knew he'd be prolific just because of his Steph Curry base, good dribble sigs, and just body frame. And I knew he'd be great on defense, solid on defense because of his 6'4" build at least. And I just wanted to see if he'd be good enough to start on my team. And my boy Markelle did not disappoint, showing why he is one of the best point guards in this game, budget or not, as this man gave him a bucket almost every single play down the court, and I easily won. Alright y'all, so right now we're about a week or so into season 4, and I've played this game for about maybe like, I don't know, a little more than a week. And I'm level 23 on the verge of getting this Amethyst robe coat, and I would really like to get him because he was an iconic player in 2K20, and I just thought it'd be really nice to have a player like that, you know, just for nostalgia's sake, if nothing else, as he was pretty well known in the community and pretty loved. So in terms of limited this season, I have both rings, and in terms of unlimited, the record doesn't look that great. However, this season I did start off, I think, about 2-8 because my squad wasn't, you know, up to snuff, I guess, compared to the overpowered squads that are in unlimited most of the time. But you know, after that, I think I was about what 21-5, and you know, it's not great, but I'm still trying to learn the game a little bit, and you know, just picking up the moves and the mechanics and all that, just so I can score more easily and play defense better. But I think I'm picking it up pretty well, and yeah, let's get into the team. So this is my team about 1 week, or maybe a little bit more than 1 week into season 4. I think it's pretty good. Guys like Scotty, Drew, Boris, and Steven Jackson have badges. I bought Steven Jackson and Boris with badges, and Scotty and Drew, I gave them both gold range. The other guys, it's pretty self-explanatory. They're pretty decent cards. Wes Matthews is there because of his base 38. I might try and replace him on the next episode, but we'll see what happens then. So basically that's it for the first episode of my MyTeam Journey, and I'll see you guys next time.